Welcome everyone for this day two of Pharma Career Progression Bootcamp. I'm Sachin and I'll today share you the day two, the session two for this particular 5 days bootcamp. And here I'll brief you all the possible answers, all the possible alternatives which will, able to solve all your confusions which are related with higher education, because most of the times, because whenever I was live, I was having few of the discussions with many of the students. Majority of these questions are related with after my graduation, whether I should go with MPharm or MBA. After my graduation, whether I should go with immediate for job, or shall I go with higher studies, right? Even in MBA, as far as MBA is concerned, whether I should go with pharma MBA or general MBA. Okay, so in this session, we are going to discuss everything about the possible solutions and what or how will you decide whether to go with MPharm or MBA, or whether to go with job or higher studies. Even yesterday, we have seen 22, more than 22 job domains of the entire pharmaceutical sector. And after that, you have, submitted all your activities related with your 5 why analysis and the drill down method, where you have at least started by interrogating or by analyzing yourself how or what could be the best domain for you. Okay, so this session again will help you to understand what are the precise opportunities for you as a student, for you as a graduate, for you as a prospective employee of any company. So let's start with this day two, session two of solving higher education confusions. Now, first question or first confusion will go with the number of confusions. So the first confusion here is, after my graduation, whether I should go with higher studies, that is MPharm, MBA, MS or PharmD, or shall I go with job? Okay. Now, the industry or the experiences which I have been through, or the experiences which my, some of the other students, they right now share me, because these are the students who are right now, they are doing excellent in market. Some they are working in industry, some they are working in corporate, some they are in academics. So we go on chatting and we go on finding this particularly the opportunities which are there for you as a BPharm, and the opportunity for you as a MPharm or MBA. We do have the opportunities for everyone. So there is absolutely no doubt, no confusion, whether if at all you're thinking that being a BPharm graduate, I may not have jobs, but we are in a pharma sector and it will not happen to us. Okay. So as a BPharm, as a MPharm, as a MBA, as a MS, yes, we have 100% jobs, right? But why we should prefer higher education? Now, when I ask this question to particularly the HR people, okay, because they are the one who decide our salary, who decide our career progression, who decide our promotion, who decide our overall financial development. And they do have some of the matrices as a part of their human resource development department. And as a part of this HRD, they have prepared this matrix. So once you enter in any organization, for example, let's consider, if you are a BPharm and if you joined immediately after BPharm as a production officer. Okay, so ideally there is always a hierarchy for any of the organization. So when you join there, your designation would be trainee officer, because be it BPharm or MPharm or even MBA, when you join any organization, you join there as a trainee, right? Now, after 6 months, when you have a probation time, at that time, now, when we look at the advantages, why I should have higher studies or why I should have post graduation. So there are n number of, advantages over your graduation. It is always better to have a post graduation. Why? Because number one is promotion. Yes. So we were talking about the hierarchy of the hierarchy in any of the organization. So once you join as a trainee officer. So after 6 months, your trainee, that particular tag, it becomes obsolete and you will become, or that is, a kind of first promotion when you promote from trainee officer to officer. Okay. So you join your journey as an officer, and after 1 year, after 2 years, based on your performance, based on the vacancy position, then you will be promoted as senior officer. Right. So this journey, it starts with officer, senior officer, junior executive, senior executive, deputy manager, senior manager, deputy general manager, senior general manager, and go on. Okay. So there are some 12 to 15 different positions in this entire hierarchy. Now this hierarchy, I am talking about the commercial industry for the production, packing, QA, QC, RA related jobs. And similar kind of hierarchy is there in corporate as well. For example, if you're joining sales and marketing, you initially join as territory manager. Okay. Or we call it as medical representative. So typically as an entry level job, you join as a territory manager. Once you have certain, time of experience, certain years of experience, a performance, then you will be promoted as area sales manager, then regional sales manager, then zonal sales manager, and then national sales manager. So this is hierarchy in sales and marketing. So each and every organization, in each and every department domain, we do have this hierarchy, right? Now, if at all you're joining from graduation, okay, you do not have your post graduation, neither MBA or neither nor M-Pharm. Okay, so you are B-Pharm fresher, or in that case you are D-Pharm fresher, and you join this organization. So your promotion will be slower than the postgraduate candidate. Okay, to simplify this, I can share you one example. So there are two students, one is B-Pharm, one is M-Pharm. Both, they started their career in 2020 as officer. After 2 years, of their career, after 2 years, this B-Pharm guy, he is now senior officer. But after 2 years, this M-Pharm guy, he is junior executive. After 5 years, B-Pharm guy is executive, but after 5 years, this M-Pharm guy is deputy manager. Okay. And your salary, your packages, your financial development is based on your designation, right? So as I said, human resource development, the HRD department, they have this entire matrix. They have their salary slabs for you. What could be the range of salary for officer? What could be the range of salary for executive? What could be the salary range for even managers? Okay, so right from officer up till vice president, they have this salary ranges, they have this salary matrices, right? So you have to jump this particular ladder of promotion, and you have to grow with your professional growth as well as your financial growth, right? So after 5 years, down the line, after 5 years, after 8 years, after 10 years, when you see yourself in this market, you should be at a respective position where you will have salary, where you will have a healthy package, and then you will be a decision maker in this particular organization. So that is the first advantage of promotion. Second is, in fact, salary and packages. For example, let's consider again the same example of two candidates. One is B-Pharm, one is M-Pharm. Both, they start their career in 2020. B-Pharm, this guy will get 10,000 salary, while M-Pharm, he will get, see, maybe 15,000 salary. Okay. After 5 years, of their career, B-Pharm candidate who started his career at 10,000 rupees, he might receive 50,000 salary after 5 years. But the M-Pharm guy or the MBA guy who started his career at 15,000 salary, he might reach to 70 or 80,000 after 5 years. based on their designation. So it is the designation which decides your salary, and it is your post graduation, it is your performance which decides designation, right? So this is how we have this financial development for you. Okay, next to this is social upliftment. No doubt, when you have this particular designation, yes, obviously you will have that social position, you will have that professional position which will uplift you as a person, right? You will be a decision maker, you will have that authority, because after 5 years when you become a manager, then you will have your entire team, your subordinates will be there. So because now as a fresher, when you join as a team member, after 5 years, you will be a team leader. And based on this, you may have some 5 to 10 different team members for your team. And you are the one who is leading this team. You are the one who is managing this team. So as a decision maker, as a manager, you don't have to see in the process. You have to see in the management, how you can manage this entire process, how you can manage this entire product, how you can manage entire team. So as a fresher, maybe you have to go in detail with the process, you have to do all those routine activities, all the routine activities in the operations. But as a manager, after 5 years, after 8 years, then you will become a decision maker in the organization. So in all, you pick anyone, maybe M-Pharm, maybe MBA or MS or PharmD. Post graduation, it will always give you insight or that development for yourself, where sky is the limit for growth, right? So many of the students, they have right now decided, yes, I have to go with M-Pharm, and they are, certainly preparing for their GPAT examination. Similar for MBA as well, they are preparing for their MBA examination, their competitive examination, right? But again, when we see confusion number two, so confusion number two, whether to go with M-Pharm or MBA. For that purpose, let's have a look on what are the precise opportunities after your post-graduation, right? Either M-Pharm or MBA. So let's solve this confusion first. Okay. So I am B-Pharm, and right now I'm in a confusion whether to go with M-Pharm or MBA. So let's have a look on what are the opportunities for M-Pharm and MBA. So as we have seen in the last session for M-Pharm, we have opportunities like formulation R&D, analytical R&D, API R&D, clinical research, technology transfer, pharmacovigilance, CDM, that is clinical data management, quality assurance. It can be IPQA, it can be QA documentation, even it can be corporate quality assurance, scientific writing, medical writing, regulatory affairs, data scientists, project management, PPIC, that is production planning and inventory control, and supply chain management. So these are the career opportunities, career avenues for M-Pharm candidate. Okay. Now, in case of MBA, we do have completely different domains, completely different verticals for MBA. So you join a sales team, maybe at entry level when you are B-Pharm, even there you can join a sales team. But if you are MBA, then you join level 2 of sales team, right? Then is PMT, product management team, market research, international marketing, branding and advertisement, project management, hospital management, data and business analytics, digital and techno marketing, business development, and yes, you can work with some of the great healthcare startups. Right now, healthcare startups, they are looking for a candidate who is a part of healthcare, who has graduation in healthcare, and he has a management degree as well. Okay. Now, in order to sort this confusion, in order to, solve this particular confusion, let us first understand why I should select either M-Pharm or MBA. On the basis of what I should select out of this. Okay. So here, if I am clear that yes, there are some advantages of higher studies, post-graduation, I have to select any of this, either be M-Pharm or MBA. But how I can select this? So you can select this based on your skills. You can select on your likings. You can select based on your interest, and you can select on the basis of your ikigai. Okay. So maybe you might have seen one of my session on YouTube where I was live for Ikigai for startups. Okay. So here is an important tip. Ikigai is one of the Japanese technique. Okay. Where you can, optimize yourself based on your own likes, based on your passion, right? And ideally you have to follow your passion. If you are choosing your career, it should be based on your passion. It should not be based on the market, right? And if at all, even you can just search for this particular book, Ikigai. Okay, so Ikigai, Ikigai, it is available on Flipkart and Amazon. You can even have the PDF version of this. If anyone who wish to have this Ikigai book, I can share you in our WhatsApp group as well, so that even you can go through with this Ikigai. Okay, so my point here is, whatever you choose, even today if you're choosing for a job, even today if you're choosing for MPharm or MBA, it should be based on your passion only. It should be based on your skill sets. It should be based on your likings. Okay, so let's have a discussion over it. Here I have summarized some of the basic questions. You have to ask yourself these questions, right? For example, if you are in a confusion whether to choose with MPharm and MBA, then ask yourself all these questions. First, let's see for MPharm. Now for MPharm, I have summarized these two types of skill sets. One is technical skill set, other one is professional skill set. Now ask yourself, do you like to work in research? Okay. Even do you like laboratory experiments? Even today you work with your pharmaceutics laboratory, chemistry lab, your cognosy lab, your coology lab. There are certain students who take much interest in pharmacology practicals, but they do not have any interest in working with conical flask and acid base buffer titration, chromatography, synthesis. No, no. They are, take interest in the practicals like pharmacology. They take interest in the practicals like pharmacognosy. So this is, certainly it can be, this can act as a hint to identify your own liking and your own skill, right? So similarly, you have to optimize yourself, you analyze yourself, what you like, right? If you really like to work in research, if you really like to work in the laboratory experiments, then if even do you have all the knowledge related with product and process in pharmaceuticals? So when we call product and process, so process is like granulation, blending, compression, coating, packing, encapsulation. These are all processes, right? Similarly, product, okay, tablet, capsule, ointment, syrup, injectable, these are products. So do you have all the knowledge related with any product or process, right? If you have that, if your answer is yes, then you have to stick with your first decision, that is to go with MPharm, right? Do you have problem solving skills? Suppose you are working on a machine, or suppose you are working on HPLC, and sometimes it has some errors, or maybe because of machine failure and all, it gets stopped, or the results what you expect, they are not up to the mark. So at that point of time, do you have that problem solving skills where you can open that machine, open some elements of that machine, and you can certainly solve that problem, right? So do you have this problem solving skill? Do you like to have all routine things? That is to start a day at 9 o'clock, then you can go to office, you can work in research, you can work with all the documentation, and by 6 p.m. or by 7 p.m. you will end up the day. So do you really like to have all these routine things? If your answer is yes, then yes, go with MPharm. Similarly, on professional background, do you like to have, or do you like to work in fixed timelines, like what I said, 9 to 6? Okay. Second, do you hate to work on field and meeting new people? Because as a MPharm, or as whatever departments we have discussed of research and development, every day you will see the same faces, same colleagues, same managers, same subordinates, same organization, same desk, everything is same, right? So in case if you hate to work on field, and in case if you hate to meet new people every day, then go with MPharm, right? And last, do you have comparatively good technical skills as compared to professional skills? For example, there are some students who are, absolutely raw in English communication. They are not up to the mark. Okay. Even their body language, even their dressing etiquettes, they are not up to the mark, but they have excellent technical skills. You ask them anytime, 24 by 7, any damn technical questions, they know it. So I have seen such candidates, such students who are extraordinary in technical, and they have to go with MPharm only. They can make excellent career in research and development because they have technical mindset. So if at all you as a person, as a student falls into that category where your answer to all these questions is yes, then yes, go with MPharm, right? Similarly, let's talk about MBA. Now, as far as technical skill sets are concerned, so first ask yourself, do you have excellent market knowledge? Market knowledge, this means what is there in market, right? Or who is your customer, why he is getting or why he is paying for your product, what is customer behavior, competitors knowledge, who is your competitors. If suppose you are working with a company FDC and you have a blockbuster ORS product electral, then you should know the market for electral, the market for ORS. Okay, you have to know everything about your competitor. So for me working in FDA, FDC, for my FDC company, I have competitors like Mankind. I have competitors like Indoco Remedies. I have to know everything about their market or their competitiveness. Okay, you have to know everything about your product. Why ORS? Why electoral? Right? So the entire knowledge of this product you should have. Okay. Where are you good in? Process or product knowledge? Right. If you're good in product, then go with MBA. If you are good in process, go with MPharm. Because process is certainly, it is a technical process. If you are good in technical process, right? Like what I said is granulation blending or any other stuff, chromatography, titration, all these are the technical processes. If you have interest in the process, go with MPharm. If you have interest in product, then go with MBA, right? Like electral, like Crosin, right? Similarly. So do you like technology? Do you have pitching skills? Now, what is pitching skill? Pitching is like presenting skills. Okay. Do you have pitching skill? Suppose, for example, let's consider the same example of FDC and electral. So if suppose you're working in a sales team and you have been appointed with in your area 20 doctors or 20 physicians, and your task is to pitch your product, is to present your product within 2 minutes. So can you precisely and impressively present electral in front of that particular physician, knowing about your competitors? If yes, then yes, go with MBA, right? Similarly, professional skill sets. Do you like to work in flexible timelines? Because when you work on field, it may happen that your day might start at 8 o'clock in the morning and it will end by 10 o'clock in night. Okay, there are some of the medical representatives or territory managers which I have seen, which I have personally seen. Their day starts with 5 a.m. And right now at 5 a.m., they are at doctor's cabin, right? So at early morning, they are there at doctor's cabin pitching their product. And in this way, the end of the day, it gets at 11 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so these are absolutely flexible timelines. Okay, you have to compensate or you have to adjust your timelines based on your work, based on your consumer, based on your customer, based on your market, right? So if you're absolutely okay, or if you are, like to work in flexible timelines, yes, go with MBA. Do you love to work on field and meeting new people? The same question which I have asked you in MPharm category. So if you like to work on field, right? If you like to meet new people, to communicate with them, then go with MBA, right? Do you have comparatively good professional skills as compared to technical skills? Now that is the question where you can, this can be a decision making question for you. Do you have comparatively good professional skills as compared to technical skills? Suppose you have good professional skills like communication skills, like teamwork, like time management skill, like problem solving skills. These are good professional skills, right? Interpersonal skills, presentation skills, right? Body language, etiquettes, manners, behavior, right? Telephone etiquettes, email etiquettes. These are all good professional skills as compared to technical skills. So there are some candidates. I must say I have seen such students who are, a part of backbenchers association in every classroom, right? And all these students, all these backbenchers association students, they are not good in technical skills, but yes, they do have good professional skills. And these are the students who excel through this MBA route, who excel through business route, right? So last question for this is, do you have excellent command over English language? So if you want to sustain in the market after your MBA, then make sure you have good command over English language, because yes, we all know English is funny language, but yes, fortunately or unfortunately, English is a business language, right? So you should have a command over English language. So this particular slide, you can have, screenshot of this as well, but this is a decision making slide for you. You ask yourself all these questions, and then you can, certainly brainstorm yourself, apply logic, brainstorm your skill sets. You have to, uh, stream this entire by applying this logic, and then you have to pin down your points. Okay, so don't just imagine these answers. Make sure you take for discussion one by one. You discuss with yourself. You ask yourself, and then brainstorm yourself, and then make it in two category, yes and no. Then at the end of this, you will, decide whether to go with MPharm or MBA. Now, as far as MPharm is concerned, the first thing which we were, talking about MPharm. So the first confusion which we were discussing is whether to go with job or higher education. The second confusion was whether to go with MPharm or MBA. So the third confusion is, if it is MPharm, then in which subject? Okay, so here again, as I said, which particular experiments, laboratory experiments right now do you really enjoy? Is it pharmaceutics? Is it chemistry? Is it cognosy, or is it coology? So based on that, the middle column is your liking specialization. If you like chemistry, then there are certain domains for you for your chemistry, right? For example, I like pharmacology practicals. Then I have options for me, or the preferred domains for me could be clinical research or pharmacovigilance or CDM or scientific writing. Okay. If suppose I like chemistry, then analytical R&D or API R&D could be my choice. Okay. So similarly, you have to identify your domain based on your likings. Okay. So yes, no doubt we have that market potential. We do have jobs for everyone, for every MPharm. Only thing is, you should have precise skills. If today pharmacovigilance is the potential area, or if today pharmacovigilance is the one where maximum freshers are being attracted, okay, but on other side you do not have any interest in pharmacology, then don't opt for pharmacovigilance. If at all you have interest, if at all you have skills, if at all you have knowledge in pharmacology, then go with pharmacovigilance, right? If your entire crowd, all your classmates are going for walk-in interview of TCS for pharmacovigilance, so don't be a part of this crowd. Analyze yourself, what are your skills. If your skills, knowledge and attitude is for pharmacology, then only go with PV. If your skill sets are in pharmaceutics, then go with formulation R&D, then go with technology transfer. You have plenty of opportunities in that as well. And even when we talk about MPharm, you can see the third column, you can be absorbed if you have skills, right? For example, let's say clinical research. Even if you are chemistry, pharmaceutical chemistry, yes, you can be welcome in clinical research, provided you should have that particular skill set. Even you can consider my own example. like what I told you yesterday. That is, even I am pharmaceutical chemistry, but where I worked, I spent few of my industry years in technology transfer. So ideally, chemistry has nothing to do with pharmaceutics or technology transfer, but still, I got that opportunity because I had skill sets for technology transfer. I had some likings for the processes. Okay, unfortunately, I couldn't got admission during my MPharm in pharmaceutics, and that's why unfortunately I got admitted in pharmaceutical chemistry. But because from day one I had likings for process, for formulation, I chose technology transfer as my career. Okay, so similar kind of specialization which you can choose if your decision is MBA. Then fourth confusion is, if it is MBA, then whether I should go with pharma MBA or general MBA. Okay, so here, sales team, who is eligible for sales team? Green, green. That is, pharma MBA is eligible, general MBA is eligible. When you see orange blocks, it is yes if experienced. For example, PMT. For PMT, pharma MBA is eligible. But if you have general MBA is MBA in HR, MBA in marketing, MBA in hospital management, MBA in project management, likewise. That is general MBA. Okay. So if you have general MBA, then yes, even you can be welcome in PMT, but only if experienced. So that is orange box. Okay. Red box indicates no, you are not eligible. For example, market research. So if you are a general MBA, then you cannot be eligible for market research. So similarly, for international marketing, branding and advertisement, project management, hospital management, if you are pharma MBA and if you are applying for hospital management, then yes, you are overqualified for this job. If you wish to join hospital management, go with general MBA. That is the equal qualification for hospital management. Okay. Data and business analytics, digital and techno marketing, business development, and healthcare startups. Now, in case of healthcare startups, right now, many more healthcare startups are in boom. And right now, the startups like us, we are looking for such a candidate who is pharma MBA or who is MBA in healthcare. It can be, or your graduation can be in pharmaceuticals or in pathology or in medical. But at the end of this, after your graduation, if at all you have MBA in your healthcare department, then yes, we wish to hire people like this. Okay, because startups, they generally, absorb youngsters. Okay, and if at all you are MBA, then yes, there are n number of healthcare startups. Even you can take example of Practo or 1MG or Pharmacy. These are the startups who are certainly looking for a candidate who is pharma MBA. Okay, so likewise, you have plenty of opportunities for pharma MBA as well as general MBA. So this was all about the answers to all your solutions. Maybe whether to choose with job or higher studies, whether to choose MPharm or MBA. If it is MPharm, then which subject? If it is MBA, then whether to go with pharma MBA or general MBA. Okay. Now to answer, or certainly there is again a confusion based on pharma MBA or general MBA. And for this, we have one bonus session for you tomorrow, which I'll be sharing you right now. But there are only few institutions who are offering pharma MBA. So right now, the number of pharma MBA graduates who are graduating each year, they are low, and the demand is higher. Right now, here demand is higher and the supply is slow. At that time, there is no saturation. And when there is no saturation, the valuation of that product, in this case, pharma MBA graduate is a product. So this pharma MBA graduates, they have higher side salaries. Okay, let's take an example. If you are MPharm and if you are joining TCS, your salary is 3 lakhs per annum. If you are pharma MBA, right? If you are pharma MBA and if you have joined as a nutrition officer in Nestle, your package starts at 5.8. Okay, almost double. So yes, today pharma MBA candidates, they have excellent weightage. Entire market is looking for pharma MBA candidates, and fortunately, the advantage here is right now, there are only few institutions who are offering pharma MBA. Just like when we will see the institutions or the mushroom growth of institutions, like how we see for MPharm, even ours time was where we had MPharm. There were only few institutions who were offering MPharm, and that was the reason why we got very good salary, why we got excellent opportunity in industry. Today, because of this mushroom growth of institutions, right now, MPharm candidates are available easily. So there is a saturation in MPharm. But yes, if you have skills, if you have knowledge, if you have that right kind of attitude, right, then you can grab that opportunity and you can work in the industry and sustain in the industry. Right. So there are n number of advantages over pharma MBA, choosing a pharma MBA over general MBA, and the announcement to make here as a bonus part of your 5 days boot camp. So tomorrow we will have a session, expert live session by Shreya. So Shreya, she is right now working with Zydus, and she is a part of, or she has been done with her B Farm. Later, she did her Pharma MBA, integrated MBA from NMIMS Mumbai, and right now she is in a position. She is able to brief you everything about Pharma MBA or General MBA. Which one is better? So tomorrow she will be live at 5 o'clock along with me, and we will have a brainstorm over this particular confusion: Pharma MBA or General MBA. So this is completely unplanned session. So consider this as an opportunity, consider this as a bonus for you, and ask as many questions as possible. Maybe opportunity, salary, growth, even institutions, admission process, whatever questions you have, pen down your questions so that we can brainstorm tomorrow with Shreya. Okay. So with this, I'm concluding this session 2, and I hope whatever things we have discussed right now, your activity is pen down the second slide. I'll just showcase you that slide again, which will solve your confusion of MPharm and MBA. So pen down the answers to all these questions. So I want you to, you know, take a pen and paper and solve all these questions in yes and no. So based on this, I want to see all your answers as a part of this. Once you solve all these questions, then you yourself can be able to figure out whether I should go with MPharm or MBA. So I want to see such papers, such photographs where you have solved all these questions, and after that you have rounded your decision, that is MPharm or MBA. I want to see that clarity at the end of the day. Okay. So you can have, or you can take this screenshot of this, and you can start working on this. Okay. But whenever you are doing this, spare a time for this activity. At least 40 minutes should be enough. So with this 40 minutes, you give yourself that sufficient time. You have to ask yourself all these questions. So don't think of market. Don't think of salary, what salary I could get, or how I can be get admission over there. Okay, these are all secondary questions. But first of all, find out your interest, find out your skill set, and then only you can able to conclude or able to decide whether to go with MPharm and MBA. So with this, I'm concluding with this session. And for day 3, we will have one skill mapping activity. Skill mapping worksheets will be provided with you virtually, and then we will have a live session with Shreya for choosing whether to choose Pharma MBA or General MBA. So thank you so much, and I want to see all the activities and your active participation. So I am Sachin, signing off for the day. Thank you so much.